let's get started. So, I've been researching about productivity from the past few weeks.
And here are my findings.
Okay, so hey everyone, today in this video we'll be talking about how students can be productive, and I'll be sharing a few tips and ways which will increase your productivity in multiple folds. So without any further ado, let's get started. My name is Ansharma and you're welcome to my channel Little Guru. Consider subscribing if this video sounds a little bit helpful. Now let's get started. Okay, so now the first tip which arises here is use a calendar. Now, for the past few weeks, I've been into productivity. I have been researching a lot about it, and then I have got to know about using calendars. Now, writing what you had to do in a day, your events of a day or your tasks of a day in a piece of text or in your laptop or your phone, which means just digitalizing those things. You need to use this because this will reduce your burden of your brain of just memorizing what you have to do in a day. We have a lot to think about, we have a lot to put our thoughts on. We can save our time a lot by just saving our time in not just memorizing everything what we have to do in a day. This burden can be passed on to some machine which will really handle it good, and you can add everything there, and your burden of memorizing everything that what I have to do in a day can be reduced by a lot. Now many might ask that why can't I use a piece of paper? Now in my personal views, you can definitely, but I think that this era is of digitalizing, and it is gonna be really handy to add in everything in your phone, and you can carry it around everywhere, so it's gonna be really helpful. Now there are many calendars available in the market currently. Like one of them, I like Apple calendars. There are in your iPhone, you can see them, and in your MacBooks also. In the Apple ecosystem, you will be able to find Apple calendars. And now you will have Google Calendar and some third-party apps. One of which I would use, which is fantastical, and I would tell you why I use it. And now moving on, we will be talking why you need to use a calendar and why I feel you need to use a calendar. So using a calendar is gonna be really helpful for you because adding, first of all, I have told you that it will reduce your burden of your brain of just memorizing everything, and moreover it'll tell you where your time is exactly going. You need to add everything in there and you will see what time you're left with and where exactly your time is going, and all this burden is passed on to a machine which is going to handle it really good. And now moving on, we have the second tip, which is add the small tasks as well, your small events, everything which is really small according to you, add in. Now many people I have tipped, or they already know from internet or Google, or they know that they should calendar everything they in your day, in their day they should add everything in their calendar, their to-dos, their events, but they would add in just the major tasks. Now this defeats the purpose, one of the purpose why we are doing it. So we are not just doing it to just memorize the major tasks, we are also doing it to check out how much time we are left with. Now this is accountability. We need to know where our time exactly is going, and these 5 minutes, 10 minutes tasks also take our time, and we need to know that where our time is going. So this purpose also needs to get fulfilled, that we need to know where our time is going, and for that purpose we need to know what are the small tasks as well. Like it can be even as small as just to shop out with some friends, or just to watch a small tutorial or something, and to be really big like something or study, or you have some studying for exam, going out, you can add in everything over there. And I've already told you this reduces your burden of memorizing everything what you have to do in a day. Now moving on, we have add some entertainment breaks as well. Now entertainment breaks are really necessary for you to getting boosting yourself, and you need to add some buffers between your time slots. Like you have studying, that you need to add a buffer in between. Now many might just leave that space as white, that is also good. And what I personally do is add that area as break, and I would call it something like break plus unproductive. I will show you in later part of this video that how I would organize my day, and how I would suggest you to do that as well. Now you need to add buffers as well in your calendar, and you need breaks because we are not machines, we cannot work 24 hours a day. We need breaks as well to boost ourselves, and it is really necessary. Now, moving on, we need to, which is a tip number 4, we need to wake up early. Now From the past 2-3 weeks, I've been waking up early. After researching about productivity, I got to know that you need to wake up early. Like, I suggest you to wake up in the time slot of 7:30 to 6:30, because waking up early is a sense of achievement for a person like me who usually wakes up at 8 or 9 p.m. am. You can select the slot between 7:30 to 6:30 am, and you can wake at these hours, because at these hours there is no distraction available as well. Now, if you are living in a family which is definite, if you are a student, then your family members will be asleep, and you will get a lot with yourself alone, and there is no distraction for yourself, and you can just focus on yourself. Now, waking up early is a sense of achievement, as I've already told you, and it will give you an internal motivation to boost yourself, which will automatically pursue you to complete your tasks of your day. Like, it will give you some motivation which will ask you to, let's just do something in this time, which is nowadays really happening with me, and it's gonna be the same case with you as well. Let me guess, you tried waking up earlier, but you could not sustain with the time schedule, and you were not able to be consistent with it. Now, what most of the people around me who try to wake up earlier do is that they directly just reduce 1 or 2 hours from their time schedule to reach their desired time or expected time. Now, this is known as some drastic change, because you are doing really harsh with your body to adapt. So here I'll be telling you some method from the great book Atomic Habits, which is incremental growth. Now, what I mean by that is this that if you are waking up at 8:30, try next day to wake up at 8:20, and from the next week you will be, without any hiccup, you will be able to wake up at 8 a.m. And then slowly but gradually, in some time, you will see that you will be able to reach your goal without any harsh thing, and it's going to be really easy for you when compared to directly just reducing 1 or 2 hours, which you will not be able to adapt. And some days you might get lucky, but every day you will not be able to do that. Now, moving on, I would like to add something back to the point that why you should calendarize. You can also track, monitor, and analyze your growth trajectory. Now, how were you doing the same thing 1 year back? How are you doing it 1 month back? And how are you doing presently matters, and how efficiently you are doing. So you will be able to see that are you getting better or poorer, and you will be able to take correct actions according to the stats. Now, I would like to add the tip number 5, which is to plan your day 1 day back. So now, let's say today is for 1 June and I want to plan 2nd June. So I'll be planning my day on the 1st June, so that there is no issue with me and I'm not wasting any time in the next day for just planning my day. I will make my time productive by investing it and contributing it towards completing my tasks, and not just planning what I have to do in this day. This method is really recommended. And now at last we'll be seeing how I would recommend you to organize your day and what steps you should take, and I will be hopping to Google Calendar now. Let's see. Okay, so now I'm into my computer screen, as you're able to see, and here we have Google Calendar opened, and all I want you to do is click on this plus icon right here and create a new calendar for yourself and name this something. I am already having a few calendars, but here I'm creating another one. Okay, so now then you will be able to see your calendar right here in your this my calendars view, which is the sidebar. And now what I want you to do is that, let's say you want to plan tomorrow, and this is also my tip, that plan your tomorrow today. So let's say today is 5 and I want to plan 6. So I'll be just going down and selecting the time whenever I want to sleep. So let's say I want to sleep at 10 p.m. Then I'll be adding in here this, and then I'll say sleep, and then I'll be adding in here the lavender color, which signifies sleeping or night basically. And then I'll be adding the time, which is the next day, and let's say I want to wake up at 6 or 7, 6:30. And alright, so I'll just add a notification for that as well. You can do it. And I want you to make this a recurring task. In a student's life, most of the tasks are recurring, and you should also use this one, and I'll be adding this task as a recurring one only. So here I'll be adding it daily. It doesn't matter of Sunday or anything. I'll be waking up at this time only. Even if it was my school, that was the same time only. Now here I'll be clicking on save, and then it has saved it. Now if I see on the 6th Tuesday, which is 6th June, then I'll be able to see that 6:30 a.m. my time slots are booked till 6:30 a.m. Nextly, I'll be adding it my morning routine. I'll be adding in here, and let's add a symbol of sun, and we're gonna make this color yellow banana, which is, and we'll be adding add notification, and we'll be repeating it daily. And I'll save it. It's a 1 hour time, and I'll be doing my morning routine, which includes everything like bathing, brushing, and everything which I do in my mornings. Now when I'm done, then I'll be able to see that this is the time which I have which is from 8 a.m 7:30 a.m to 10 p.m. I have the time. Now you can plan your day according to you. How many you might have many hours. You want to study for 4 hours, let's say you want to study for 3 hours, you can plan according to that, and it's going to be really organized and easy for you to know what you want to do today. And planning your day today, planning it tomorrow today, I mean, is gonna really become helpful for you, because you don't have any clutter in your mind that you have to plan your day today, and there is no time wasted also. And again, I want to add that be flexible with your time. You might miss some days, but this is not going to create a problem, because you can rearrange it. And now once you have created your time schedule, it will pop up in your Apple Calendar, just like in my case it is showing everything in here. And also another app which I use, Fantastical. Let me open it, and I'll be able to see that thing as well in here, and all my tasks of the day and everything. I personally use Fantastical as due to its color and more responsive UI, and it also displays my task in a very better manner than the Apple Calendar. And you can use either of them. Both will perform a great use case for you. And here I would like to sum up my video. Thank you for watching, and I hope this thing will add a lot of value into your life, and you will be able to live many organized days, and use your time really effectively. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.